and building and promoting joy. It is my great pleasure to award them with the 2012 Diversity Award for Community Building.
Thank you very much. The Seattle Fandango Project is a place where people belong. We come for different reasons. We come because we hear the music, we like it, it's attractive. We come with our own agendas, our own motives, and our own personal experiences. We hear it and we come and we like it. And what ends up happening is that we begin to give to each other. We give to the music, we give to the community. And because of that, even if we give little, we have a very great return. Eventually, without knowing it, and before we know it, before we realize it, we've fallen in love. We've fallen in love with the music, but more importantly, we've fallen in love with each other. Here, what we find at the Seattle Fandango Project is we find a place where there's no presentations, there's no awards, there's no politics, there's no hierarchy of learning. In fact, the Seattle Fandango Project fosters a place where learning is deprivilegized. You don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have any musical experience. Any hands that come to the Seattle Fandango Project workshops can touch any of the instruments that are there. Any feet that come into that space can get on the tarima and dance. What you'll find is a place where children are honored, children are encouraged, children are welcomed, and we give them a space where they can learn the way that they learn best, by not paying attention. Not being involved. Shouting, running, but they're learning. And they're learning about love, and they're learning about community. And that's a space that we find at Seattle Fandango Project. The other thing you'll find is a place where women are honored, where every step that they take, every pound that you hear on the tarima brings healing to generations, brings healing to the people of the community. Women are honored. In fact, without women, we cannot have a fandango. So this is what we find. We find a place where we belong. We find a place where we belong to each other and where we fall in love, and that's how community is built. Thank you.
Well, I just have to say that I became close to the University of Washington because of the Seattle Fandango Project. That's how I got here as a student. And it is not easy to be here representing a community because it's just the three of us, but the truth is that the community is huge. Well, it's not that huge, but there's a community, you know, in the Seattle Fandango Project, and we have to be accountable for that, right, for our communities. And I just have to say that as a student of the University of Washington, I found something in a writer that I really like, Patricia Hill Collins, and I would like to share it with you. It's a small abstract, and it says, while individual empowerment is key, only collective action can effectively generate lasting social transformation of political and economic institutions. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, the Multicultural Alumni Partnership